Here is how my story starts. Teta is brewing tea from the foreign land that has settled itself on the ground floor of her house, singing. My aunt carries the tray with the cups, the teapot, the sugar, then steps out into the street to face the war. Teta is boiling oil in 3 large pans, her resistance secrets. She, guardian of the country, ready to welcome the shadow rising over the doorstep. Around her legs, too many children with mixed up names, silently awaiting the maternal act. Teta, you put the tools in my hand, and I must learn to build the second story of your house in the second following the war, under the clouds that only you see. I breastfeed the stone, I prepare the foundations, and suddenly notice that the children have already left. I dare not tell you, I'd rather cement empty ground. Teta declares her final will. Rabia, springtime, hyacinth of my sleep, to you I leave the sea that has aided you so. You will cross it as do handsome men of war. You will forget to return to me, yet you will remain my favorite. Rabia, prodigal child, light of the Mediterranean, hear me, hear me. My son is already gone, a bullet burrowed in his shoulder. Majid, glorious one, you will have time as companion. You will avenge me with words, yours shall be noble, that will speak the love of Refusal. Majid, magnificent one, take the beast too, but do not tell anyone. Look how I love you, me, Majid, stripped of my name, mother only through you. My son has forgotten the memory of the verb. Zahir, the loner, to you I give my malice, my acts of perseverance, the armor of wit. Zahir, the trickster, too loutish. Here are the orange trees, do not cut them, they will save you one day. Stand up straight, stop running. My son flees the length of his shadow, not realizing he has conquered the night. Ali, the neglected, the middle child. To you I leave the wind where you have roamed since your childhood and the innocence of the body. Your name stands with the friends of God, Ali in the heavens, Ali so high, take care not to disappear. My son is a golden canary. I made him a nest beside mine, yet he preferred the Syrian wind. The sky there may be more beautiful. Buthaina, devoted one. To you I leave my tears, the humus of sadness and some fistfuls of soil to help you survive. Buthaina, smile before Muhammad. A poet spoke of you, love in madness, flood of memory. My daughter cries for the windflowers, the black currants, and Calvaries the world over. It is time to feed laughter, despite Lebanon. Majida, to you I leave my face, a stony voice and welcoming arms just when no one expects it. Majida conqueror, you will wear the robes of patience in your lemon tree garden. Take all my desires, learn to say I love you. Hold my legs, flee with me. Have we birthed too many children? Do we love them rightly enough? My daughter, if only we left this place, perhaps we would be gentle mothers. Mona, stealthy panther, I name you resilience, she who wishes and gives her voice in return. Muna, goddess of all wishes, you will have clarity to banish madness, forced exile that will save childhood, and a body pervious to the twisting world. My daughter can name the clouds and pray the nameless language. Body rejoicing, return at long last, dug out backwash to our ever-starred filled sky. Sharife, miraculous one, I have shown you my weakness, and from it flowed one who never bowed before ugliness, who never shuddered at the sound of thunder. Sharife, main scorpion, show me the courage to face what lies before me. My daughter loves land, men, olive trees. Justice, thief, gift me muscle for thought. Fatima, winner of heavens and land, the dawn is written on your face. Take motherhood and the fluttering of butterflies. Fatima, devotion. To you I leave the bed in which I slept at 13. My elder one, return to my breast. My daughter gets up before sunrise, breaks her bread, feeds the children. And your bit, my beloved. Fadwa. To you I leave love and beauty. Lukewarm with tiredness, like you, life will sever the roots from your hips. Difficult children, the faraway man, water bubbles in the lungs hollow. Fadwa, sacrificed one. You are the woman of the tale. You will be in the poems and in the cradles of the theater. Play, turn, show me your artful heels one last time. My daughter has slid underground. The theater is dead, not even the stage remains. Fadwa. Where does childhood end? Where does vastness begin? I saw the dead body, time stops here. The child sees and suddenly its skin has aged many centuries. The child sees and asks, what do we do with the body? Like a killer who already knows that the body is a bother, that the body must be hidden. And then what? I ready my wedding clothes, unsure of the sun of the day to follow. Like the riddle of childhood, without you, mama, what can come of the world? Here is where chance comes in. Here is where God steps in. This is how we archive the earth. My mother is constellating, without fading, without looking back. Back turned to the sun, I will hold on for a long time. You are sitting in the wind with the coarse thistles, my uncles, and Palestinian chamomile for company. It is the right of the ground. I, woman, look into the distance. This is how I say no. I am not allowed jewelry, nor your red scarf and its slowy lacework. What do they know about love, Mama? Your marriage is what we are celebrating. With the absurd regained and time unspent, new earth remains of bliss. I do not want fake silences. I want to drift between two birds. I am daughter to the daughter. It falls to me to console, to me to carry flowers, horizons. My finger points to the first clouds. Let us to go home, Teta. We will come back tomorrow pregnant with a new day. I sit facing the void and call upon all myths of the Orient. It is night time, starless. Teta is howling at the moon, Fadwa, Fadwa. The words find their way to me, imprecise. It is night time, from dream to dream. Your dress is flapping on the washing line like a one last smile in our direction. I keep watch with the wind like two old friends. I am no longer sure I recalled your hands old in absence. Why bother holding on to flesh? I have a few words for priming, dates, sewing thread, rose water, your winter coat. I will talk about you, all will remember, even the abandoned child. Yeah, sorry. The absent one always has to say, there is a trace of wind, cover yourself. We are drawing up the formal notice of continuity. I find myself copying her voice, her gestures. Like a courier of the old ways, I ask the children of the continent, have you eaten well? And she is the one worrying in the quarters of my voice. Fadwa never spoke, swelling silent, she could not live close to words. The women of my country die before writing. Habits end up pouring out themselves. The butcher opens the blinds, 3 moon dogs bark. The first man approached the town, and everywhere love is doing its best. It is as simple as that. Emné. I arrive in the land of exile. Plenty of sun, plenty of rain. From a crack, I glean a reason from my being here. I am weary, this weather, wind, the curving snow, rite of madness, divisible, bitter. What force keeps me here? The snow does not belong to me. In a language of separation, I write myself rite of bliss. I write to myself wandering, daring, fanatic, uprooted, ultimate defector. I want to capitalize on emotion and prosper. I plant the arrival of the rain, the split veins of the sun in a landscape bordering madness. One last house and no anchoring myself. Flung into a drunken land, into down journeys and laziness, towards a moon coveted by men. How do I live? How do I live? I cry at the sky. Reflowered by cold, by the word, I flee, insolent and lonely, never leaving the attic of childhood. Military kisses on my father's hand, my mother's loneliness, her generous stretch marks from which the sea and its anger could clearly be heard. I wait for the wind, the dance of the fig tree, the inlet of time. I live on an island, without duty or permanence. There, I run naked like blood, beautiful like the land at Baalbek, abandoned like a Christian god. My feet discover autumns that think they are long summers. The taste of the sugar apple swallowed by my mother, patient scent, rich clay, the bride's gown on higher, the cry of an animal, the lure of power. I had 13 houses. Today, I live on an island, imagined, fleeting, troubled by thin yesterday objects still gathered, an imagined and tangible island. I visit the shadows of certain trees, I scaffold arborist poems. I throw them into the sea and the sea dances in return. The others of idleness point towards me. I suck down to the dregs. Sometimes a word emerges that almost defines the rustic chilled wind. It is cold this evening. I have burned all my money. A cardboard sky floats by, blue, magnificent blue. On my island, ginormous perch birds are mating. Sometimes I dream them up when they are no longer there to mimic the flight of chance. I spit fire in the language thought up by morning and recite half prayers. I forget how to bow. I am up with the down, up further down, and wandering towards which sun should I head. I write a letter to the childhood country, the love parents sent, the village accent never lost. I walk with a pointed down, the look of a wandering dog crossing the highway. Open mouth, fight the midday siesta. I hear complaints uttered in the way of the woman. I see them in conscience with sickest eyes and childbearing hips, absent from themselves, alive with misery. I do not want to be like them. Village arrival. I give the taxi driver money, avoiding his gaze. I answer his questions without giving my name. I always lie, as my mother taught me. Leaving the wandering of sterile fields, this is no desert. It is a dry wind plain. Years pass without me. Scornful I return, set in my countryside ways, what to do with shame. Sunday morning my aunt cries out, the water has come, the water has arrived. A miracle thrown at the outcasts. We run with our buckets, cans, empty stomachs. We fill to the brims, our hands busy, my hands shameful. They are drunk with gratitude. I do not like poverty, nor rejoicing at water. I stand beside 3 failing flowers, a sky dark with leg injuries. Stillborn, the child of the continent, its tooth decayed, its neck stuck out. Stillborn, the cockatoo and its shadow, the summer rain and its weight in gold, the white word plated, the lid placed on God. Stillborn, the heritage of the hollow fig tree trunk. What a marvel. I drink the word's mess and fornicate on the heavenly table. At the foot of the parental bed, the wind sleeps with the wind. Every morning I feel its bless. No matter who was right, I betrayed no one, neither the mountain nor the pomegranate trees. I remain she who returns to the depth of the cup to see appearing what will come to pass tomorrow. I have not forgotten the signs, the dove, the road, the letter, Mim, Muhammad, the father carrying a message. I ask the girls of the sky to show me the next sign. 3 days in a row a magpie appears at my window. On we go together. There is room on the contours of my shoulders, secrets for sharing. I will write, despite the predictions, despite the bygone moon. I am an art of open stomachs. Yet, I have no scream, I have no gesture. I have a name for signing and a memory to call upon God. Thank you.